bitch mad because you took the spot. Word that bitch mad because I took the spot. Or if you ain't shitting to get off the pot. Period.
Back up on the move, touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. Ain't need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my
Hey y'all, it's TheBreeze and you're plugged into the Breeze lifestyle. If this is not your first time here, then you already know we locked in, friend. But either way, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you want to support me some more, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of me, then follow me on my socials, Instagram, TikTok at TheBreeze Lifestyle 777. So y'all, I love y'all so much. You don't even know it. Let me just show y'all the proof. Let me just show you the proof. It is 3:54 in the morning, okay? I am on, if by the time you see this, because I'm going to schedule it for next week, but by the time you see this, baby, I'm going to be on vacation. But I said, like, okay, I gave y'all a little Shein haul. Go run them numbers up if you don't mind. It's like a little 15-minute video. But I gave y'all a little haul for vacation, and it's like, nah, I cannot leave for a week and not give them a story time. Like, I gotta give them something. So here we are. I probably have to be ready by like 4:30 to get up out of here and catch my flight at 8 o'clock. Because the airport is like, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I'm here for you. So let's get into it. So this is gonna be a story time about how this girl stole my man. Like, and when I say my man, I mean Finesse, aka my baby daddy. And it wasn't hard to steal him. It wasn't hard to steal him. It had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with him. He was a dog. Roof, roof, okay? So let's get into it. So the last story time, I try to tell them kind of in order, but I do have one that I kind of forgot about that I got to go back and do. But anyway, so my last story time that I told y'all about Finesse, I told you that I got kicked out of school. So let me just tell you, like I said, my mom fought really, really hard. It was my senior year. I'd never been in trouble before. She fought so hard for me to come back to school. And they was just like, we ain't having it. Nah, she got to go to alternative school. So I started school in September. By the end of September, that's when I had that fight. So I don't know if you know how this goes, so I'm going to just explain it to you. If they tell you got to do a marking period in alternative school, it don't matter that it was only 3 weeks out of the marking period that passed. I can't just do, basically I had to do 2 marking periods for this marking period and do the next marking period. So I came back to school around January is when the 3rd marking period was starting. So, yeah, and me and Finesse was not like on the best of terms. We still had this thing because we was humping and he was my first love. Like, I could not let him go. So even if we wasn't together, we was together. But at this point, we technically wasn't together. But still, he was supposed to be my man. Curtis was supposed to love me. What movie is that from? You should know. But anyway, so yeah, we really wasn't together. I can't remember like what we was arguing about. Probably over some just, but I can't remember for sure. But me and, did I name her Fighter or Ali, whatever, the girl, who would I name her? Whatever. The girl who was fighting with me, who fought the girl, I forgot, sorry y'all, like I said, I'm about to be on vacation, so I forgot the names, but go back to that story time, it's a good one. But me and the girl who was fighting with me, we was in the same alternative school and we was like getting closer to each other and we was cool or whatever. So yeah, we in alternative school. Now this is something that I have to tell you because like, y'all, don't force nothing. It's gonna bite you in the butt every single time, I'm trying to tell you. So in my senior year, I didn't have too many classes already. After alternative school, oh my gosh, my schedule was free and clear because I was running it up in alternative school. I was in the same classroom all day, nothing to do but do my work. And the work was just so different. We didn't have a real teacher. It was like you're doing the work on the computer. If you get the answers wrong, you tell your teacher to print out the answer for you. You do the test again. I was running it up. Spanish 1, well, I already did Spanish 1. Did I pass Spanish 1? I think I did Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. And I think I did like calculus and like I ain't had to do no math classes, no nothing. So anyway, so on our first market period, like I wanted me and Finesse to be together. We're seniors. I feel grown. I'm humping now. Like this is my man, my man, my man. I want him around all the time, period. So I was trying to get us classes together because he had like a study hall or he had a class that he didn't want to be in. So I had this entrepreneur class, and I also was an assistant for the what's it called? The office. Like I was an assistant for the office or whatever. So I had a little bit of pool with the schedules. So basically I got his schedule changed to match my schedule for that specific class. So just keep that in mind. We was in this class together. However, of course, when I get kicked out, now there's a spot open. So what we gonna call this girl? I got a few story times with this girl because me and this girl had beef for so long. Now, mind you, we don't have no beef no more. She's doing her life. I'm doing my life. These girls who I be telling y'all about, I don't have no smoke with them. But just so you get the feeling of the story time, I tell it as if I still got beef with them. It's still a problem. Like, I'm gonna tell you to you like that. But if they just so happen to come across these videos, girl, I'm not worried about you. You're not worried about me. Just let me be in my own little world and go somewhere else, okay? Because it's not that deep if you really was gonna get mad. Like, you know, like I said, we not cool, but like, don't nobody want the ninja no more. So it's like, you know, I didn't have beef with people over him, but he was the center of the cause of the beef that I had with most of these girls. So what we gonna call her? I was gonna say Rasputia, but I don't want to be too petty. So we're gonna say Dejanay from the Proud Family. So yeah, so Dejanay was not in our school at first. I don't know what happened. She was not there when I was there. But it just so happened how God worked. I don't know. He was just trying to get me away from Finesse, but I was just holding on with every bit of my strength. So I guess she ended up, like, in the middle of the market period, she ended up coming to our school. I had no idea about the girl. I had nothing. Like, I don't know the girl. I had no information about the girl. But what had happened was, now that I'm out of that entrepreneur class, now she has an open class to go into. Mind you, this is the same class that I finesse to be in this class so we could be in the class together. And it's crazy because we was in a class together, but then the teacher made us move our seats because we was just, like, we wasn't boo loving or nothing, but we was geeked up. Like, we was like, I don't want to say class clowns, but we always had a good time with each other and we would be loud. So anyway, so she ended up being in a class. Now, mind you, she is a grade younger than us, but this is an elective. So, you know, you might have a 10th grader, 11th grader, 12th grader, you know, all type of grades in this one class. And mind you, what did I name her? Zane, my friend, my homegirl Zane, she was in the school too. So she would tell me little things like, you know, as things started to progress a little bit, obviously he started talking to her. That's why I named this She Stole My Man, because it's like, in our relationship, he never claimed anybody, and he didn't necessarily claim, okay, I'm getting too ahead of myself. So anyway, so she started being in a class, and her and Finesse started talking to each other. So he would be walking around with her in the hallways, like real big bold. Like I said, we wasn't together, but don't play with me. Like, don't play with me. Like, you still my man, I'm still yours. Because I didn't want to catch no more bodies. I wasn't worried about catching no bodies. Like, I just know that I don't want to deal with you right now, but we're going to get back. Like, that's just was my mentality at that time. Like, we're going to get back. I wasn't worried about no ninjas, and I just knew that he was worried about these hoes. So it's like, I was still pressing him a little bit. So anyway, I'm trying to think, like, we was still And that was the problem. Like, we wasn't together, but we were still humping. So it's like, dog, like, stop playing with me. Because, like I said, I'm on the type of timing that even though I'm not claiming you as my man, I'm still treating you like my man. He on the type of timing like, okay, we're going to do what we do, but as soon as we done, I'm free. I get to do what I want to do because we not together. Like, he really held that over my head. Like, we not together, we not together. And it's like, okay, I should have been like, okay, if we not together, clink, clink, ain't no more, and then we would have been together real bad. But anyway, so yeah, so he was talking to her, and Zayn was telling me little things like, you know, I see Finesse walking in the hallway with this girl, like, and it's crazy because the dude, I forgot what I named him, but the dude that told me that the other girl, what she said about my man, he was also cool with Dejanay. So, like, Zayn and the dude was like best friends or whatever. So, anyway, she getting information and she telling me about it, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't like that. So I had asked him about, like, you know how you be a little petty, like, oh, I heard you got a girlfriend, you know, whatever. He like, man, I ain't got no girlfriend, da-da-da-da-da. So just as time is going by, mind you, we're now, like, we live in the same neighborhood or whatever. So we still, like, hanging out time to time. Like, we're starting to get closer. Like I said, I forgot what the argument was about. But now it's, let's say it's December. You know, we broke up around September, early October. Now it's December. And we kind of like getting back together, but we still not together or whatever. So... all right, cool. So I'm still hearing about these little things about him being with this girl. And it's talk that, like, they're dating. Like, you know, back in the day, it really wasn't no dating. Either you together or you not. So it's like, I'm hearing that you got a girlfriend. So, all right, it gets time. I'm getting excited. January is my date to come back to school. So one thing you're not going to do, like I said, he never played in my face to my face. He was playing in my face behind my back. So I was making little jokes about this girlfriend thing. But now that I'm about to come back, what we on? Like, what we doing? So I'm asking him, like, and mind you, my birthday in January too. So it's like, is we together or not? Like, what is we doing? So he like, you know, we had just this big little talk or whatever, We had this little talk or whatever, and he was like, okay, like, yeah, I want to be with you. Are we together? Like, it's a staple because people knew me, but more people knew him. And when I started dating him, his friends obviously knew me. And the thing about him is he was a hood ninja and I was not. Like I told y'all, I'm from the hood, but I spent a time span in the suburbs. And, you know, my mom I hate to say it like that, but she's not ghetto. Because I don't want to say, like, just people moms be ghetto, but people moms be ghetto. Anyway, it's not even always about where you live. It's about what's inside your household, right? So I gave Valley Girl. That's what they looked at me as. Oh, she talk proper. She a white girl, whatever. And Dejanay, let me describe her. So Dejanay was kind of that vibe. Like, she was not hood at all, not from the hood. She from the burb, straight Valley girl. And she was a big girl. And she had a big booty. Like, you know how some big girls just by default, they got a big booty and they be sitting on top of their back type time. Like, that's the type of booty she had. And she was bald head. So she was the girl who never was confident enough to wear her hair out. She always was wearing weaves or whatever. And she had so many blemishes on her face. So she was the girl in 10th grade or 11th grade, whatever grade she was in. But in high school, she was wearing face full of makeup every single day. And I'm not going to say her makeup was bad, but you know, like, back in the day makeup ain't today makeup. So it's like her eyebrows would be on, but her face look a little ashy. Like, I just really took pride in, no shade to the girlies that wear makeup, but I just really took pride in just washing my face and going, like, you know, just being like this. Like, I took pride in being able to do this. And there's nothing wrong with the makeup, but she was scared to walk around with no makeup and wear her hair natural because she just wasn't that girl in that category. So we had so much Twitter, Facebook beef. It just don't make no sense. But anyway, so, all right, cool. So I'm just telling him, well, you need to dead that. Because people knew, like I was saying, people knew him. People knew I wasn't really a fighter, but people knew I fought for him. So it was like just little things. You know, high school is real petty. So it's little things going around like, oh, you know, Brielle coming back to school. Like they telling her, mind you, she don't really know me for real. So they telling her like, you know, Brielle coming back to school. You know, that's her man. Because obviously I'm still on Facebook and it's still my man. I'm still married to Finesse on Facebook. Stop playing with me. So like, yeah, you know, she fought the girl, whatever, she gonna fight you next if you play with him. Like, if y'all continue this behavior, you are going to be her next victim. And that really put a battery in her back to feel like, you know, I'm not no bitch. Like, you know, and I understand why, because he's treating her superb. He was not when he was dealing with, what I name her? Stiffy. When he was dealing with Stiffy after me, like there was no walking around together. There was no acting like y'all boot up. There is no walking her to her class. There is none of that. But he was doing all that for her because I wasn't around. He was free to do what he wanted to do. And I do feel like he was standing 10 toes down on us breaking up because he was exploring her. Like mind you, she ain't comparing to me, period. When it comes to looks, when it comes to the personality, none of that. But she's in the same kind of category that I am in. She's a suburban. Like, she's not ratchet. She's not doing all of that. And he really liked that girl. Like, I could tell, like, he really liked that girl. And I never felt that with him before. Like, he always dealt with hoes. So it's like, you know, and she was a virgin. So it's like, I ain't like that. Like, you know, when you're in a delusional, toxic relationship, you accept certain things. Like, it's certain girls. Now, when it came to looks, I knew I didn't have nothing to worry about. But seeing how he treated this girl, it's like, whoa. Like, I ain't never been in a relationship with you this long. And you know, cared about the hoes that you cheating with. And she not giving you no coaching. And you're on her top heavy. Like, what's going on? I didn't like that. But she didn't like the fact that people telling her that she can't continue to do what she doing, or she gonna get beat up. Like, she didn't like that. And it was like, I was not about to risk going back to the alternative school. It was like jail. Like, it was like for a high school teenager to go from, you know, loving when you got 6 or 7 minutes in between classes to talking, loving lunchtime to talk and do all of this, to being in the same room all day, to having like a 25-minute lunch. Like, bro, like, I was not going back to alternative school, not for nobody, okay? But I still didn't like the girl off the rip. Didn't like the girl, period. So anyway, telling him, you got to make a decision. He made his decision. He was going to be with me. So, okay, y'all, I'm going to have other story times about her. If I want this to come out as soon as I need it to come out, then I can't really give y'all the receipts. But I screenshotted our Facebook messages. Y'all, it's a long history with this girl. So I got y'all in the next video that I talk about Dejanette. So anyway, it's about to be my birthday. I came back to school. Wait, I think my birthday came before I actually came back to school. So we go to Buffalo Wild Wings for my birthday, and we also, I think I'm wrong. I think I came back to school right after like winter break. And then, because like winter break, you get back to school around the 5th or the 6th, you know, or maybe the 4th. But my birthday was on the 11th. So I did come back to school first. Now, baby, don't play with me. Walk me to my classes, Finesse. All my classes. Walk me to my classes. Wait, I got free time. You got free time? Okay, cool. So really, the only time that they really can communicate with each other is when they in this class together. Well, actually, no, because the class would have been over. So he was sneaking and creeping a little bit, trying to communicate with her. Like, but the school knew the vibe of what was going on because, yeah, no, don't play with me. Like, I'm the princess. I'm Queen Bee. And nobody in here, like, that's the one thing I dislike about him. Like, behind my back, he made these hoes feel like they could fuck with me. Like, not saying that you should cheat anyway, but if you're gonna cheat, at least let these hoes know. Like, his cousin, what that name his cousin? I forgot. But his cousin, like I said, Caramel and his cousin was dating for years and years and years and years. And there was only one incident that a girl got out of pocket. But outside of that, like, his cousin been doing his thing, but he was very low-key about it. Them hoes knew their position, and they never came for Caramel's spot, except for that one time. And that'll be a story time as well, because we got into it. Anyway, so yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, this is my man. I'm not playing about him, stupid. But I want to broadcast it to the world. I want to tell the world about you. So, yeah, walk me to every one of my classes. As soon as that bell rang, meet me over here. Like, you know, when you insecure about something, you be a little more possessive. So that's the type timing I was on. All right, cool. So she knew what it was, and I don't think that he prepared her. I feel like he led her on to believe that nothing was going to change, because I don't know 100% sure, but I'm sure she said something to him like, oh, your girlfriend coming back, or, you know, whatever. And I feel like he downplayed it, and I don't think he gave her a fair understanding of what the change that was about to come. So anyway, she just was doing a little bit of things that old girl was doing. Like, she would just be laughing. Like, we would walk past her classroom sometimes, and she'd be like, Finesse, you better get your hoes. Like, you better stop playing with me. I'm not doing this. Like, you better get her. So like I said, I knew who she was, and I just knew she was on some petty stuff. So, but I'm delusional. I'm thinking like it's her. I'm not thinking like it's him, because he could do no wrong in my eyes, for real, even when he was the only one doing wrong. But anyway, so yeah. So time goes by a little bit. It's my birthday time. So I'm telling him, like, let's go on to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm getting a room. So mind you, I'm turning 18. 18 is a big year. I'm humping. So I already feel grown. I'm a senior. Life is good. I'm out the alternative school. My classes is easy now. In high school, I ain't got to worry about nothing. Ain't worry about nothing. Ain't worry about nothing. And I think I still had a job. So I ended up, or either my mom got the rooms for me, or I paid for it myself. I don't remember. But I remember getting 2 rooms. And it wasn't a motel, but it wasn't a hotel. And it wasn't a Holiday Inn. But I think it was like the Ramada. But I ended up getting a room for me and Finesse. And then the room right next to us was for my friends, because we was going to get lit. So if y'all want to stay the night, and not everybody drove. I had a little car, but not everybody drove or whatever. So, or did I have my mama car? I think I had my mama car. Yeah, I had my mama car. So anyway, I drove my friends, me and Finesse. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings. So my birthday, let's say my birthday was on a Thursday, and we got the hotel for a Saturday. So my birthday's on Thursday, and what you think I'm going to do? If this is my man, we back in action. I'm posting my man. I don't care what nobody think about it, but I hope you think it's something, because if you thought it was that, it ain't, because it's this here, period. So yeah, so I post up, and he had like, not a gang sign, but he had a specific thing that he always did to represent his hood or whatever. So I took a picture, and I think I'm gonna post a picture and just like get his face out of it. But y'all be doing too much. So just please don't just be doing too much. Who cares who Finesse is? I'm just showing you little things to go with the story. But like I said, I'm gonna have to give you that stuff another time. Anyway, so I put a picture up with us next to each other, and then I put a picture up with us kissing. And it said, oh yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest, because I want y'all to see this. But it said, what's established don't gotta be explained. Right? What's established don't gotta be explained. Period. Y'all know captions back in the day. Captions now is cool, but captions back in the day really hit hard. Like, you know. So basically, I'm just feeling it like, this is my man, it's my birthday, you know, whatever. So the girl, Dejanay, comments on the post and was like, y'all cute. Dejanay, don't get your ass whooped like the last one. Stop playing with me. What was your reasoning? Like, what was the point of you coming on my post with me and my man? Talking about y'all cute because you mad because you would never get posted. You mad because you would never get posted. Period. Like, he might post up with you in the hallway on the low. He might still call you a sneaking creep. But you never gonna get posted, period. Because you know, if I tag him in it, it's gonna automatically go to his page too. So that's how I was. And I think because at that time, mind you, we was Facebook friends. Me and Dejanay was Facebook friends for a long time. And I don't even understand why. We was never cool. We followed each other on Twitter for a long time. I don't understand why, because we was never cool. She just wanted to see what I was doing, and I wanted to see what she was doing. And it was a mutual understanding, like, just checking in, making sure you're not with my man. Oh, just checking in to see if y'all break up, or girl. So anyway, so she wrote that, and it was a whole thing, y'all. It was a whole thing. Like, my friends jumped on that, like, girl, stop being weird, da-da-da. Like, it was a whole thing. And I'm like, yo, like, get your hoe. Like, get her. Because what? And I don't think he even ever commented on it, which makes sense because he was telling her something totally different. And also, to an extent, like, a man shouldn't be getting into, like, female stuff. So I'm just like, girl, like, you real mad. You real mad. Big mad. Like, it's my man. And I put, like, because she was like, and then she said something like, I guess I'll respect what's established. Yeah, put some respect on my name. What you thought because I wasn't there? You thought because I wasn't around that wasn't my man? No, she thought she was her. She thought that was about to be her man. Like, and you know how it is. Like, mind you, I said I'm from the hood, but if you're not from the hood, getting a hood ninja just hit different. I'm telling you, like, it just hit different because I loved hood ninjas. I love them. Now, just imagine not even being from the hood and just encountering a hood ninja. Like, she wanted to be in that life so bad. She wanted to rep the set and everything, and he was pumping her head up. So I'm just like, yo, get her. Like, period, get her. So fast forward to the weekend. Now, this is the weekend that I got pregnant because we was doing some things. Like, I just know. If you sometimes look back on the timeline, like, you could remember the night that you played the Titans. No, for real. But you could remember the night that you got pregnant. And that was the night. I did the math, and the math was math, and that was the night. So we just had a good time. And, like, I wasn't worried about her no more. Like, I really felt this was our first time, like, really not sneaking or, you know, because I was low-key grown, but I'm not about to bring him in my house and be humping while my mom is in the house. Like, I'm not doing that. So we would have to do it when she wasn't at work or when his family member wasn't in the house, or, you know, we would be sneaking and creeping a little bit. But now, like, we in the room, these my friends on the other side, I don't care. And I'm loud. When I'm having a good time, I'm loud, okay? So we was just having a good time. We was playing this game, like this little sexual game or whatever. We were just having a great time. At that time, like, Finesse definitely was the best I ever had. He was the only I ever had, but you know how people say, okay, your first is the best you ever had, and then you get some people like, whoa, what's going on here? No, it took me a couple years to find that. To find something that was better than that. So anyway, so it was really hitting. It was hitting. So yeah, I talk a lot of bad stuff about him, but it's real stuff. But the good stuff, like, I'm gonna tell y'all that too. A little bit of good stuff. But anyway, so yeah, so we did that. We had a good time. The weekend was lit. I was drunk out of my mind. So after I posted a picture of me and him, like, posted up, it was like a mirror picture where I had this little dress on. I really was a shirt, but I had this little dress on, and he behind me, like, kissing on my neck or whatever. And after I posted that, she didn't post on that picture, but she started subbing me. Like, she just started saying little things, and it's like, girl, I can't remember exactly what it was because it was on Twitter. So she was saying little things, and I'm saying little things back, like I said, I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but knowing me, I'm like, yeah, she mad because she thought she had a spot. I was always good for a song, and I know Nicki Minaj's song was out. She just mad because you took the spot. Word that she mad because I took the spot. Or if you ain't shitting, get off the pot. Period. Like, I never thought, like, I was a little like, who's this girl? But after really seeing her in real life, like, mind you, we would see each other in school now. It's like, girl, he only wants you because you got a big booty. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, how's he getting past everything else? Like, everything else going on around here. Like, how's he getting past that? But anyways, I'm just like, now that I know who you are, and now that I see that he is still, because sometimes when somebody's cheating on you, you do get insecure, but then they do things to remind you, like, you still that girl, like, you're my lady, like, you know, and not delusional, very, very much delusional, but as I'm in school and how he's treating me, not scared to do nothing, holding my hand, teachers looking at us like, oh, y'all just the cutest thing since sliced bread, like, you know, I'm just, like, not even worried, and I know that he still kind of communicate, like, in the back of my mind, it's like, I know he probably communicating with her, but she's in her position. Like, she's in her spot. She thought that she was about to be number one, but you ain't number one, girl. Like, period. But I will tell you, spoiler alert, he never stopped talking to that girl. That's why we had beef for so long, because he never stopped talking. Like, he really did like that girl. So anyway, she's subbing me, I'm subbing her. You know, it is what it is. So we get back to school, and it's just like tension. Like, now she's looking at me weird. Now I'm looking at her up and down. You know, it is what it is. So just fast forward to about, I think, February. So in February, I found out that I was pregnant. And after I can't remember if I started posting stuff before or after I told my mom, because I didn't tell my mom until like March. But I feel like I was still posting stuff on Twitter, like little things. And I don't know how she found out. It could have very much, like I said, I don't have Twitter no more. It could have very much been something that I said on Twitter. Or it could have been because my friends knew that I was pregnant. So it could have been like her just kind of hearing through the grapevine, because people talk and everybody listen, right? So, yeah, I wish I had this Twitter. So she put on Twitter, like, you know, you laying seeds in a duck. Now, if you don't know, duck, back in the day, I don't think nobody say that now, but back in the day, a duck is referring to an ugly girl. And where did you get ugly? Where did you, if I was not like 31, almost 32, and really not trying to be confrontational, even to this day, well, I ain't seen her pictures in a long time, but still, I will put one and two together, and I will ask you to vote, you to be the judge. But I don't need you to tell me nothing, because it's not on no hating stuff. I know you probably like, oh, you probably think any girl that he cheated on you with was ugly. No, because the girl that he cheated on me, the team John, like, she wasn't ugly. Like, she was a pretty girl. Like, she was cool. She was decent. But this one, girl, who are you talking about? Are you pregnant? Because you are ugly. Like, not, okay, when I say she's ugly, she like a 4 or 5 ugly. She ain't like a 1 or a 2, but she's not cute. Like, she's nobody that you would look at and be like, oh, no, it's just, you're not gonna be like, damn, she ugly. Like, she ain't that ugly, and plus she put makeup on. But anyway, so she put laying seeds in a duck. Now, I'm already territorial about finesse. I don't play with my man. But that's my baby daddy. And you talking about my baby? I took that as you're talking about my child. And I'm just a month and a half pregnant, but I don't play about my child, okay? And to this day, don't play about that boy, period. So yeah, I was pissed off. And she said, like, little other things, too. So I reached out to her, and I'm like, we need to talk. Like, we need to talk and meet me in the bathroom tomorrow. Like, you're doing all, because mind you, I said we've been subbing each other, but it usually will start from her. And I'm not perfect. I might be putting songs out that she knows going towards her, but in my mind, it's like, oh, it's just a song. But she's like the main one who would start stuff with me. So, cool. Anyway, I forgot exactly how the exchange went. It was a couple paragraphs, a couple stories back and forth. And then I'm like, we need to meet tomorrow. Talk to me face to face. Because I couldn't get over the part that you're telling me. I think I might have posted something like celebrating me being pregnant or whatever. Even though I'm 18, shouldn't be celebrating being pregnant, whatever. But I made a decision to keep the baby, and I was excited. And Finesse told me that we was going to be a family, and I just ate it all up. So yeah, I'm about to tell my Instagram, or not my Instagram, I'm about to tell my Twitter. So, because you know, back in the day, like, we was on Twitter just tweeting, like, just anything, just talking. So anyway, so we meet up the next day. We meet up, and I'm like, so what happened? And she was just like, I don't want to say she was scared, but she definitely was cop and plea. Like, the energy that she had on Twitter was not the energy that she had in my face. And I'm like, girl, like, why are you mad? Like, why are you? And she said something like, do you even have a job? Does he even have a job? Like, are y'all even, thinking about that? Like, you're trying to counsel me. Like, we cool. I wouldn't have mind if, like, somebody in my family or my friend would have been like, are you sure you want to make this decision? But, girl, you're the op. And I don't talk to you other than arguing with you or subbing you. So why are you so concerned about if we could take care of this baby financially, baby? I'm pregnant, and this man is locked down. So I know. But in my mind, like, you're completely out the picture. And that's what you mad about. Like, that's what you mad because he was still filling your head up as if y'all was going to be something one day. And it's like, that day is not going to come. Like, y'all, no. What? So anyway, so I was like, well, I'm trying to figure out why you're talking about laying seeds in a duck. Like, who's the duck? Like, that really just blew my mind. It's like, why are you talking about my child? Like, period. So she was just like, I was just mad. Like, I shouldn't have said that. I do apologize. Da, da, da. I'm like, well, listen, I'm tired of the subbing. I'm grown. When you're young, you think you grown. Like, that's the main thing you just keep saying. I'm like, I'm tired of the subbing. I'm too grown for this. Like, we're together. We're going to be together. He said he don't even like you. He said he don't communicate with you. And she didn't tell me that they do be, but she kind of like laughed a little bit like, oh, really? Oh, I'm like, yeah. So just know that that's my man. We're starting a family. So leave us the hell alone. Period. And do you think that was the end? No, that was not the end of it. But that was our first, like, real confrontation. That was our first real conversation with each other outside of on Twitter and Facebook. So it's like, girl, I literally, from that time to after high school, we end up fighting, y'all. And I think that'll be, no, it's a couple things that happened before we actually fought. But my next video, if I don't put it in this video, my next video, I'm definitely going to give y'all the some receipts, okay? But yeah, so this is the story time where she took my spot, or she thought that she was gonna take my spot, and it's like, nope, I'm right here, baby. I just went to the left a little bit, but baby, I'm all the way right. Stop playing with me, okay? But all right, y'all, I gotta go. It is 4:30, and I need to be out of the house by 5 o'clock. So I'm about to do my nails, or I might just do them on the plane. I don't know. But y'all, do me a favor. Like I said, watch that Shein video. If y'all are new here, just go down my playlist. I try to give you a whole playlist of story times, my dating story times. They might overlap each other because I don't know if you just want to hear the crazy dating stories or just the story times. And then I got travel too. So if you like to travel, you like to watch other people travel, check me out. But yeah, thanks again. I'm not going to stop saying it, but thanks again for getting me to 1K. We're on our road to 7K. So again, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.